And welcome back here at the D3Hoops.com Classic, catching up with all 20 teams here in Las Vegas, the South Point Arena, the site this week of 20 teams and 20 games in 4 days. And we're talking with Joe Burke, the head coach of Skidmore, his team victorious in their first game of this weekend over Merchant Marine Academy, 72-56. And well, first of all, welcome to Las Vegas. I know you guys have been here for a couple days and finally got a chance to get on the floor and play here today.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, it's an exciting time. You come out here, and our guys don't get to travel much, so this is a special time for us, and we're happy to be here. It's a great event, great tournament, great teams. So we've been looking forward to it for a while.
You guys have come into the tournament off a 20-day break. You guys have played only 6 games so far this season. Most other teams are coming in with 9 or 10 under their belt. I understand you know, the Liberty League's expanded a little bit this year, and that's a contributor to that?
Yeah, it is, and that's the problem. You know, we play 16 league games, and that doesn't start until January 6th, so we're kind of backloaded on the schedule. But, you know, yeah, 6 games coming in, and it's tough. I mean, I knew it would take us a while to get going, and it's tough to have that break because, you know, we're coming off a pretty good game, competitive game with a very good team, and I was starting to feel very good about us, and then all of a sudden they go away for a while. So we just got to regroup and keep getting better, and I got a mature group, so I think we'll do that.
And I want to ask you about Middlebury at some point before we leave this interview, but I think one of the things that people remember Skid for last year is the 7 overtime game. You probably prefer to remember the conference title, but tell us a little bit about those two things, which made for a pretty memorable season for 2010, 2011.
Yeah, I mean, it would be hard to cap a year like that, especially for myself being in my first season. It was just great for the program. I mean, the 7 overtime game was something that, obviously, the kids will never be part of anything like that in their life. And as we're going through it, and even after the fact, we just talked about embracing that and enjoying it and trying to learn from it. So it was something that, again, these guys will never forget. They'll be telling their grandchildren about it. But I think the most important thing about that game was how it built our team. You know, it was a new coach. I was only 3 games in, and it felt like we played 20 games after that game was over.
I suppose so.
So we grew together, and I think that was a big reason we were able to get on a run, get going in league play, and have such a successful season.
I know the conference schedule hasn't started for you guys yet, but does it feel different, being looked as the favorite with the target on your back a bit?
Yeah, I think so. But you know what? These guys, the thing about this team is we have a mature group, a lot of seniors and juniors, and I don't think they get fazed by that stuff. I mean, they expect to win. So when it came out that we were the favorite, it was great, but it was almost like, you know what, well, we expected to be there. Now we got to go out and do the job. Our league's very good, though. It's very competitive. There's no easy ones, so we're going to have to come ready to play every night.
All right, so looking up and down the roster, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon. Who's your Kevin Bacon, and who's getting you these guys? Or how are you bringing those kids to upstate New York?
You know what? It's a situation where I think we have good opportunities for foreign kids. So we're spread out. And, when I took the job, I was an assistant coach before I took this job at the Naval Academy in Cornell. So I was at 2 places that recruit nationally.
Right.
So when I took the job, one of my goals was, okay, we're going to try and make this into a consistent championship program, trying to be a top 20 team in the country. And how do you do that? Well, I think you've got to broaden your horizons a little bit. I think you got to go out there and get players from all over the country, and we're going to continue to do that.
Or all over the world in this case.
That too.
How do you prepare a kid from Africa for winter in Saratoga Springs, New York?
You bring them in very early in the summer. No, it's you know what? We are fortunate. The guys we have that are from Africa have adapted so well. I mean, they come in there and they're so appreciative of the opportunity. I mean, it's a beautiful place. It's a great school. Academically, it's off the charts. And we have a pretty good program. And I think once they get involved in the school and the situation, they're very pleased.
So on campus last winter, as you guys are making your run for the Liberty League title, where does men's basketball rank compared to, say, hockey?
Well, I think, there's room for everybody, I will say that, because I think our athletic director has done a tremendous job of kind of just rejuvenating the whole department. Our teams, if you look outside of basketball, are very good. We have some very, very competitive teams nationally. I think what we went through last year helped elevate basketball in that school, which, to me is exciting for the guys. And, you guys know the Albany area is a terrific basketball area.
Yeah.
I mean, Siena is a great place to go to school. Albany, they get a ton of attention. So we get a ton of support, especially from local people. We get media following. So it's great. It's a great place to play basketball. So, when you start winning games, it's an easy sell.
And you guys are in a similar boat with other schools in your league. Union also with Division I hockey, Clarkson, St. Lawrence, RPI. A lot of you guys are facing the same kind of challenges.
Yeah. You know what? And we look at it as at least I do. I look at it as a great opportunity. I mean, this is like, being in the Ivy and Patriot League, and my goal was to make this program kind of like that on a D3 level because we have such a good academic reputation. And I think it's there. I think it's there for us, and we're going to try and just keep moving forward and keep getting great players who enjoy the school and do great academically.
All right, so scout Middlebury for us. They're the #1 team in the country. They're unbeaten. You guys played them really tough back earlier in the season.
Yeah, it was a fist fight, and it was a heck of a college basketball game to watch. I thought the atmosphere was terrific. They have very good players. The one thing about Middlebury is they don't beat themselves. You have to go beat them. And I thought we did that for most of the game. But then, they have terrific players. You got a player like Sherry who just, he's an All-American for a reason.
Right.
And he made some big-time plays down the end. I mean, I think there was 11 lead changes in the game. So I walked away very disappointed that we didn't win, as did the team, because they expected to win the game. But I think they realized afterwards, if we can play that way consistently, we can compete with anybody in the country.
All right, and so this is Las Vegas here, the home of the D3Hoops.com Classic. What kind of Vegas-y type things have you guys and the team done while you guys are here, or what's left on the docket?
Well, some of these guys were just blown away by flying in. They couldn't believe all the lights. I mean, it was unbelievable. So no, we're spending a lot of time together. The guys got to see the Las Vegas Strip last night, which is a whole experience in itself.
Yes.
But this, as much as we enjoy the trip and do different things together, we're out. This is a business trip. I mean, we're out here to win basketball games and get better as a team. So it's a little bit of both, but we're going to get out and do a little more, do something tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow night. We're not leaving till Saturday, so after our game versus Sinus tomorrow, we'll probably get out, do something else, and just make the experience all that worth it.
I was going to say, and you're not only is your alma mater here, but you guys are playing them this week.
Yeah, this is a crazy weekend for me personally because
you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little drama there, but no, it'll be great to play that against my alma mater. And the funny thing is, if I didn't go to our Sinus, I was going to the Merchant Marine Academy.
Oh, really?
I actually had an appointment to go, and I decided at the last minute to go to our Sinus. So when you set that up, I know that one wasn't by coincidence.
I definitely didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't play that one. Yeah. But now when I saw it on the schedule, I was like, isn't this, I was talking to my parents about it, I said, isn't this a coincidence? Merchant Marine Academy, where I was going to go, and our Sinus, where I did go. So, but both very good teams. Coach Lee's done a great job with that program. They're going to do well. Coach Small, who I've known for years, our Sinus is consistently very good across the board, and they're huge, and they got good players. So tomorrow's going to be quite a test, but it'll be interesting. I don't want to get caught up in my alma mater. I'm more worried about these kids enjoying the experience.
It's Joe Burke, head coach of Skidmore. Nice. How about that? All the way at the end, we can't even edit it, but that's all right. We're 14 teams into our quest for 20 here at the D3Hoops.com Classic, and we'll be back with more weekend, more interviews throughout the week.
Thanks so much.